And that made me think about my story and my community where I'm coming from, where it was so hard for us to get on, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't getting jobs in my neighborhood, you know what I mean? You know, you lived in that district, you ain't getting no job, you know what I mean? I never had a job to this day, never had a real job, never, ever, never. You know, and not that I wouldn't have been down to work, because, you know, my mom's definitely was forcing my ass as a kid to put on a suit and go across that boat, and you gonna go in Manhattan and try, nigga, you know what I mean? But it just couldn't work, you know what I mean? And that turned us into who we were, you know what I mean? See, one thing about my neighborhood, it was like a lot of us didn't have the mother and father thing. You know what I mean? I'm talking about a lot of us, like maybe like 35 I know that where your father at, nigga? Like,
yeah, that shit.
And I'm sure,
that's how niggas grew up.
That's how it be. It's like,
it be one person
back then in the 70s, they was splitting. They
was wilding.
They didn't give a f. You know what I mean? Niggas like, yo, man, I'm out of here. So that's how we were all able to relate to one another, and the streets became our fathers. Or, you know, dudes in the community that were, you know, like at the time when I was coming up, you know, I got 2 brothers now, but back then, when I didn't have brothers, I used to idolize who did have brothers.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I felt like, damn, that was something that I wish I had, you know, at that time. But the streets became our parents. You know what I mean? Right. You know, your mom, she got to go to work. She ain't got time to do the things, even hug you sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of that they moms probably never told them they loved them. You know what I mean? Or hugged them, or, you know, gave them that affection. You know, the streets is just, that became the parents to how we thought. So either you had to experience life in a crazy way or a bad way or a good way, but for us it was just, you know, just growing up and just trying to survive, you know, and that's why, you know, records like Cream, they relate so much to me, you know what I mean? Because it was like, damn, we always was those that was trying to get money. Right. Because if you wasn't trying to get something, you wasn't gonna be nothing, especially where we were at. And that was the last thing we wanted to do, was be those dudes that was failures, you know, that didn't even try to be something. It was like, we wasn't those.
Are you a boxing fan?
Oh, absolutely.
So who do you pick for this Tyson and?
We're gonna get some real quick picks.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you know Mike, man.
Yeah.
You know Mike is a animal.
Can
I know Mike too. I know.
Okay. Can you call it around? What do you think?
Can I call around?
Yeah, when it's gonna happen? When you gonna?
The first round, nigga.
First round.
You know, always to me, always the first 3 rounds, or really the first 2 rounds, to me is where you really, really gonna go after each other, though. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at the white boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jake Paul. You know, he proved himself to be. You know, for him coming from the social media shit and, you know, becoming a rising star, it's like you could tell he working.
Yeah, he working.
He doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? It don't look fixed. It look like he really on his shit though. But I'm Mike all the way. Mike gonna chew, man, because he's a warrior from the beginning. And when I think of who he was, because you got to remember when Cuban Links came out, Mike was in his prime. It's 95 and all that, 94.
Yeah.
Mike was probably about 20 then, 10 up, going crazy. So you never get count Mike out. I don't give a if he 60. That hit you.
Yeah, it's gonna be all.
If he get hit, you know what I mean? If he get hit, he gonna feel it. He gonna feel it. You know what I mean? So I'm sure the kid know what he's up against, but at the end of the day, I'm going for Mike, man. You know what I mean? Just because I know his personality, and I don't think that Mike is gonna allow him to just, Mike gonna teach him something, you know what I mean? And you know, I'm not saying he might not get nothing, because you never know. You never know, you know what I mean? But as far as being a big boxing, yeah, I love that. Love that.
Now, Quavo, rest in peace, Takeoff, man. They had a song only built for Infinity Links, and they used y'all style and covered. Was it, you seen them paying homage? Like, how did that feel to see, you know, obviously Rest in Peace Takeoff. That might have been his last song, I think, too.
Word, their last album, right?
Right, yeah. So how did that feel to see, the influence still being carried on in, 2023, 2024? Like,
nah, that shit was beautiful. To be able to, still, have a have the love being given to given to us from the younger generation. That's dope, because, it just shows that we did something that affected the young generation on wanting to get money, wanting to be better. You know what I mean? When I came up with the title Only Built for Cuban Links, it was an expression. It was something that I felt like you better feel like you built like that. You know what I mean? And you doing it that way. And when I heard that they called it that, I didn't take it no way. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, that's respect. That's the younger G's giving it up. And then I wind up, it's so crazy though. It's like Takeoff hit me too.
oh, that's loud.
You know what I mean? He hit me in the DM. You know what I mean? Yo, OG, yo, I want to do something with you. You know what I mean? I'm like, hit him back. Yo, yeah, tap in.
Damn.
It's all good. And then, that happened.